talk UNC at Clemson. Clemson winning by 11, 31-20. I'm not going to say Clemson was like overly impressive in this game. The defense was, though, I think. Kind of made Drake May. If it wasn't for the fact that Caleb Williams also looked not so great this week, I think there would be a lot more talk about, who's that number one overall draft pick. Like, can Drake May even have a shot? Because I think Caleb Williams did not play so well this week, I think they both are kind of like getting that hit. So, yeah, I mean, Clemson getting the job done. We both took a -6.5 to win this game. So credit us. A little pat on the back there. Pat on the back. Once again, I mean, North Carolina is going in this game next week, traveling to NC State. That's a tight line, I think. What is it, 4.5? That's a tight line. That's a tight line for a North Carolina State team that is playing the best football that it has all season. With, by the way, Brennan Armstrong back at the helm, playing good football. That is an interesting game. I am very intrigued to see if NC State can pull that off and cash in North Carolina under 8.5 wins that we had.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know. This game was weird again. Like Clemson just struggles to win football games. No, it didn't bite him in this game. Turnovers, red zone. Like, what are we doing here? It's the same shit, different toilet here for Clemson. Now this one, it didn't bite him in the butt.
They ran the ball 55 times. I love that.
I do too. And Garrett Riley, credit to you for using Phil Maffa, who's been awesome, and Will Shipley, who's a stud, right? And obviously North Carolina ran the ball really well as well. But yeah, both these teams are just not as good as we thought they were going to be coming this year, or I think they could have been. And like, this game was pretty mistake riddled, and like, it's crazy. It's really crazy to see like Dabo Swinney coach team, and then oh my goodness,
Mac Brown.
I'm sorry, Mac Brown. Yeah, Mac Brown coach team, like mistake riddled. But Clemson needed this. They've kind of been on a 3-game winning streak right now, which is good for them. And they got South Carolina next week. And South Carolina's terrible, so they can finish 8-4. Obviously, super frustrating, but at the same time, like, could have been worse. We were looking at them at 4-4, and we were like, "Is this team going to go to a bowl game?" Like,
I don't think that was ever a doubt. Like, I think we knew they were going to a bowl game, but it was like, it was kind of like, okay, this could be nuclear. Like, these boosters could be getting on Dabo Swinney pretty dang hard after the season. You salvage it, you go 8-4, you make it to a bowl game, you win that 9-4. It's not as bad of a look, right? But at the same time, you went and you go hired your offensive coordinator because that was supposed to be the problem, right? You got the guy.
Got your 5-star quarterback.
You got the number one guy. You got your 5-star quarterback. And you lose to Duke, Florida State, Miami, NC State. If you lose at South Carolina, which, by the way, that line is at a touchdown. So it's, in odds makers' eyes, that game, it's a one-possession game.
And Jesus, you never want to doubt Shane Beamer in South Carolina, because that's when you get got.
Especially when he has a chance to make a bowl game.
Yes. But the thing is, like, for both these teams, like, there's the same flaws have been there for a couple of years now. And are they going to change? I don't know. Is Mac Brown going to get rid of Gus Malzahn and whoever else he has calling plays back there on defense? And like, for Clemson, is Dabo Swinney going to change his wholesale philosophy and morals in life? And like, to me, the answer is probably no on both those. And if that's the answer, then there is a limit to these programs, a ceiling for sure. And programs that should not have ceilings, Clemson and their NIL fund and their success as a program, and UNC and their NIL fund and recruiting base in the Southeast there. Like, you have Drake May, and not that you're wasting him, but would like to see more, especially in a year the ACC's. I wouldn't say like, it's not great. It's not elite. Like, it's not elite, right? By any stretch of imagination. A bunch of teams in tier 2, and you would have hoped that UNC could have risen their way to the top of that. Obviously not, though. It's Louisville and Jeff Brown.
I mean, say UNC loses to NC State, right? Which could happen. I looked at the line just now. It is at 2, by the way. Opened at 3. It's down to 2. Uh, you have North Carolina team 8-4, USC 7-5. You were to tell me that Drake May and Caleb Williams were going to combine to be 15-9 this year. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then,
Yeah.
that's absurd to me. That's absurd to me. But alas, Gene Chizik probably gone. Right? I mean, I hope.
Did I say Gus Malzahn or did I say Gene Chizik? I
I
think
don't
I might have
remember.
said Gus Malzahn. My
I don't know.
apologies to Gus Malzahn
I
and
mean,
UNC fans there.
the comment section will probably rock you for it if you did. So don't worry. We'll know if you did when we go back in the comments. Let us know. But let's